Asher. And Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
This is Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here with
Rob from Zeb Machine,
Owen, and Gareth.
Nice, here at Bloodstock. So, how'd you get to Bloodstock? No, not how you got here, but how did you get here?
Basically, we just sent off an email and asked if they wanted us to be here. And we got one back and said, yeah, go on then. Simple as that.
Holy shit.
I don't know why more people don't try it.
I need to start a band and just send out emails.
Yeah.
So, what do you think it is that impressed them that they just said yes?
Well, we are very much something different from a lot of the bands I play here. We're instrumental. We are like jazz and prog rock influenced. We've got a saxophone. Rob over here is the saxophone player. Yeah, so it's just a lot of different from everybody else, and they seem to like us this afternoon, so we must have done something right.
Nice. So, as far as the sax goes, what was your influence to play sax?
I bought a saxophone and they asked me to join their band on flute, and I said, but I've got a saxophone, and then realised I needed to learn how to play it. So one of my favourite bands is Gong, and the saxophone player from that was giving lessons out in lockdown. So Ian emailed him and said, can I have some lessons? And he's taught me how to play, basically, for 5 years. So I've learnt saxophone for this band, essentially.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I hope there's future musicians listening to this, because that would make me want to play saxophone.
Yeah.
Or any instrument. Just buy it first.
Yeah.
Fuck knowing how to play it. Figure that out later.
That's my method.
And, you know, I love hearing a positive benefit of COVID. And I think that is a benefit of COVID. It allowed people to get creative once again.
Absolutely did, yeah. We did a lot of writing during that period as well. So
yeah. I have always said that the best music is going to come out of COVID because of that.
Yeah, I think I agree. Like we did a lot. We did a lot with COVID, even though we couldn't meet up, like remotely. We did a lot, and then when we brought it all together, it was much easier to bring it all to manifest it into the real world, essentially.
It's kind of like if you're training for something, you do the really, really hard way, and then when you do the normal way, it's super easy, right?
Yeah, that's the way.
So, what kind of festivals do you normally play?
We've normally been playing stuff on the more psychedelic rock scene. So last year we played Cozfest? Yeah, so last year we played Cozfest, which is more that psychedelic rock hippie sort of side of things.
Yeah.
They seem to like us over there as well, which is nice. We seem to be able to have a foot in a few different camps, so to speak.
I love that, because, listen, anybody that says they only like one kind of music is lying.
Absolutely, yeah.
Or they don't like music.
Yeah.
I always like to say I am a metalhead, punker, hippie.
Cover all your bases, yeah.
I like it all.
Yeah.
Like,
if it's a good song, it's a good song, isn't it?
Exactly. And when I was a teenager, I would go to a Slayer show on Friday night and a Dead show on Saturday.
Yeah.
Had to do the Slayer Friday night because my brain would be too much vegetated to go to Slayer after the Dead.
Yeah. It wouldn't have the same impact, would it?
Yeah, exactly. At least you get it all out at Slayer and then you could chill out at the Dead.
Right, yeah, of course.
So, what was that one moment in time for each one of you that you knew music was what you wanted to do? And for you, it's more like, what made you buy a sax?
For me, it was some point when I was in college and I wanted to go down something more like an engineering side of things. And I took a course on music technology just to sort of help me get along with my guitar playing and stuff like that and learn how to record myself. And then as I was doing that, I realized, no, I really like this. This is the thing that I really like to do. And while it's not like my job or anything, it is sort of my primary focus now. And it was since then, when I was about 17, I think. So pushing on 20 years ago now, I decided this makes more sense to me than anything else.
Nice.
And yeah, I've always loved music since a very early age, and it's all I've ever wanted to do. So I grew up listening to progressive rock from my dad's vinyl collection, like Gentle Giant, Jethro Tull, bands like that. And I've always just pursued that and tried to make music that I think will be interesting and that I would enjoy listening to myself. and I play lots of different instruments. So it's so I've always just dabbled in loads of different things. Master
cool.
of all, no, jack of all trades, master of none. I think is
Well,
the term.
you might be a master of one now. Who knows?
Maybe.
I remember being 8 in 1992, and there was a big concert called Expo 92 in Seville, in Spain. And Joe Satriani and Steve Vai opened like one of the days, and from that I was like, I need to play guitar. So yeah, that's basically much it. And from there, it's just been about diversifying interests, not just listening to metal or rock, but I like a lot of jazz and funk and whatever. Basically, if there's a guitar in it, I can find something to enjoy about it. And it's gone beyond that as well. It's kind of like, okay, so, you know, whatever instrumentation's in there, it doesn't matter. Good music just transcends like genre, style, instrumentation. It's like if you can find something positive about a tune, then yeah.
And it's the best therapy ever.
Yeah.
And to your point, I think we all evolve in our music taste. We didn't wake up one day and we like Slayer and nothing else ever for the rest of our life. Example. Like you, not my parents, but my older brother, who was 11 years older, I used to steal his albums. I didn't know what they sounded like. Yes, and the Rascals, the Grassroots, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Crosby, Stills, Nash. And then I was at this friend's house that I had just met, and he pulled out 2 albums, which shows my bipolar music taste, and I loved them both. First one was Grateful Dead, Skeletons in the Closet, of the Closet, and I'm like, whoa, that's good shit. But then he pulled out this black album with red writing and lightning bolt S's in white. We sold our souls for rock and roll. And that was when my journey to Bloodstock began. Right there. Yep, Sabbath. But I mean, also the first album I ever owned in my life, I didn't buy it. I lived in New Jersey. One at the boardwalk at the Jersey Shore was the original Kiss album, the first one. I won it, and I looked at it, whoa, they look cool, type of thing. But I was a Beatles freak too, so like we all look at Ozzy, the Prince of Darkness, who was his biggest love and influence, the Beatles. And I think the younger generation still, I think they should learn that their idols like way beyond metal.
I think what you find is what a lot of people do is they find their influences and who they like, and then they find the influences of their influences.
Yes.
And they work their way backwards.
Yes.
So people are like Sabbath, and they go, oh, what was Ozzy listening to growing up? Oh, you like the Beatles. Then you go listen to the Beatles, and they think, what do the Beatles like? And then they go and find all that American blues musicians that influence them, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And everyone works backwards from there.
Absolutely. If you were to name one band that you think was your biggest influence, each one of you, what would it be?
For me, biggest influence is a hard one to pin down, but I come back to Rush an awful lot.
Wow.
Whether that's a biggest influence, I don't know, but it's one I do come back to a lot and find myself going, oh, that riff I played the other day, that's come from something Alex Lifeson's done or something they've done in Rush. So probably there, I think.
All right, now, I'll have to ask you another question in reference to that. What album?
What album? Farewell to Kings is one of my favorites.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
I love Rush too. I lost them when they started getting, like after moving pictures.
Oh, when they went to the 80s and they started doing the more synthesizer-based stuff, yeah.
Yeah, just because it wasn't that, like to me, I loved everything from the beginning and 2112.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's right up there. Well, the thing I find with 2112 is the album tune, the first side, 2112, is fantastic, but I don't think the rest of the album quite stands up.
I don't even know if I remember the rest of the album.
Whereas I feel like with something like A Farewell to Kings and things like that, and Hemispheres, they're more complete albums.
Permanent Waves.
Yeah, yeah.
Even the original Rush album,
Yeah,
I was like,
with John Rutsey on there. Yeah.
Mine would be Stevie Wonder.
Nice.
You finally got a chance to see him a few weeks ago in Cardiff for the first time, and yeah, just incredible. Like, guys, like in his mid to late 70s, and he still sounds pretty perfect. And the album would be Songs of the Key of Life, which, as far as I'm concerned, is probably the best album.
Nice. And my dad, that was one of his favorites, was Stevie Wonder.
And one of the things I particularly like about that album is it doesn't just showcase the singles. It's got like Sujuk, which is my favorite song of all time. That's on there, but it's also got tunes like Contusion, which are like, it could be on a Herbie Hancock album or something. It's like some crazy fusion stuff. So it showcases like everything that he could do compositionally. So not only could he write incredible songs that people could sing along to, but he's also like, here's a bit of a like spanner in the works. Here's something really weird that you might not recognize, you know? So yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so my main influence has changed over the years a lot, and right now it's probably Cardiacs, who are brilliant. If you've never heard of them, then you should check them out, because they are...
It's very rare I haven't heard of somebody.
Oh yeah, they are absolutely brilliant. They are... like Tim Smith was the composer. He was an absolute genius. Everything he touched was gold, basically, and it's crazy stuff. You can't predict it. You don't know where it's going or what it's going to be doing, but it's beautiful as well. It's like, I think it's the only music that I've listened to that instead of me getting it, it gets me. Like, so
nice.
It's really, really important to me at the moment.
And here I'll give you, since you play a saxophone, I actually love Kenny G and David Sanborn.
Okay, yeah.
And so I don't think you'll find many metalheads that will admit that.
No, perhaps not.
But it's fucking brilliant. And that's the point. Music is music, and we have different times, different vibes, things that we like. We shouldn't limit ourselves on a genre, and especially artists. That's why I don't want to hear the genre of an artist, because artists are not supposed to be put in a box. Play whatever you want and whatever you feel.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what genre.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah.
Is there anything you want to tell listeners we haven't covered already?
We've released an album, and it's called Merging Worlds. It's quite crazy. It's instrumental. You can't really predict it or describe it very well, but it's got heavy moments, lighter moments. It's full of saxophones, 2 extremely brilliant guitar players, an amazing drummer, and a brilliant bassist. So it's we're great musicians.
You might like your band, huh?
You might like the band. You might listen to it and think this isn't for me, but you might really like it. So
there you go.
Give it a listen.
Tell everybody how they can reach out to you on socials, on the web. Buy your merch if you have some, because they can't listen to my show unless they buy your merch.
Right, yeah. So merch you can find on Bandcamp. So if you search Dead Machine on Bandcamp, we should pop up on there, and you'll get the album off that too. CDs to download. You can get the T-shirts and stuff. On Instagram and Facebook, we're at Dead Machine Wales. We're on Spotify as well. If you search Dead Machine or Merging Wales on Spotify, you can find us there. I think that's about all of it.
And one of your band members got distracted by my original 80s battle vest.
It's a
Check
classic
that shit
battle
out.
vest, yeah.
Well, it's like Stormtroopers of Death. Hell yeah. We got Exodus. We got Dark Angel. You know, these are bands that I grew up listening to.
Classic bands, yeah.
Yeah, I just interviewed Gene Hoglan last month, and I pulled this out. I'm like, you recognize that logo? They have a new album out, by the way. Did you know that?
Death Angel, no.
And they're on, no, Dark Angel.
Dark Angel, sorry, yeah.
But Death Angel will be at Bloodstock next year.
Will they?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They announced it the other day.
Oh, that was one of the 25 bands, was
yes,
it?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
And Dark Angel's actually on tour, which amazes me. But I love it. You guys rock. I love that they had you at Bloodstock, and you're so, like, eclectic in your music.
That's probably the best way to describe it.
Right?
Is eclectic, yeah.
Well, thanks a lot for being here, and thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
Yeah, thanks very much for having us.
Michelle Kerr was my press officer for my entire fucking career here in the UK. My entire career with Machine Head. She recently passed away, and it was a very, very sad day. And I can tell you the reason that I'm going to tell this story is because she was family. She was Bloodstock family. She was heavy metal UK family. Most of the bands that you know and love, you probably heard of because of that woman right there. Slipknot, Slayer, Machine Head, Trivium, Killswitch Engage, Hatebreed, you name it. She helped lift everybody up, man. she helped lift everybody up. And in so many ways, she helped make this entire music scene, this incredible, beautiful community that lives here at Bloodstock, man. She helped make it. So ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Michelle Kerr.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.